now we're going to take a closer look at the first year of the Obama presidency. And by the way, here's a question I raised throughout the year. Is Barack Obama a socialist?
He said it himself. We need to spread the wealth around. Now, that's one of the tenets of socialism.
And that is our headline this Tuesday night, day number 29 of Socialism You Can Believe In.
Earlier this week, we heard the world's best salesman of socialism address the nation.
It's all one big down payment on a new American socialist experiment.
I think most Americans agree with me that is a road toward socialism.
Oh, by show of hands, how many of you think that Barack Obama is a socialist? Do you think that that's a productive way to have political discourse in this country?
What's wrong with the dialogue? I'm not sure what you mean by the question.
The question is, do you think that that is a proper way to engage? That kind of label is loaded with intensity.
You voted for Obama and you thought he's a socialist.
Yeah, I didn't know. In the 1996 socialist newspaper welcoming him as a new member. He joined the Socialist Party himself, so to call him a socialist is a statement of fact.
You voted for Obama and you think he's a socialist.
I voted for Obama with like 51% conviction. I was really for McCain. I'm an independent, so it was. I took a leap of faith and
disappointed.
You wouldn't vote for him again?
No.
How many of you think that there's been too many radical appointments by the president? Wow, almost everything. One other thing of controversy has come up this year, and that is, you remember the infamous beer summit. By the way, the president once suggested, a lady in an interview, why don't you have a beer with Sean Hannity? Mr. President, my offer continues throughout 2010, and in the spirit of spreading the wealth, I will pay.
How many of you, by show of hands, think this hour has been fair? Raise your hands. I want to show the wide shot. Almost everyone, including almost every Obama.
All right, take a look at this billboard, everyone. This says, if you value your freedom and your way of life, speak up now. God save the USA.
A veteran who served this country proudly for a couple of decades is now serving up messages like this one on giant billboards. Joining us right now from Florida, Gene Gartman. Gene, why do this? Why make these billboards? Why give out this message?
Well, you've got to let the people know what's going on. You know, you look around and you look at the way things are going. Actually, I think the country's going in the wrong direction. You know, you look around, you look at the arrogance of our Congress. You know, you look at Harry Reid standing up and saying, you know, the tourists in the Capitol stink. You know, that's arrogance. You know, our Congress is, they're way off base. They're out of touch with reality. They're out of touch with the American people. And it just can't continue.
Gene,
and the American people need to stand up.
What's the significance, and you are standing up, what's the significance of the flags that are not flying properly in your billboard?
Well, they're flying the flag upside down. You know, I guess it comes from my military background or whatever, but, you know, it comes out that flying the flag upside down is duress, distress, and SOS. So, and I think our country's in distress right now. And I mean no disrespect to the flag by flying it upside down.
Of some politicizing this attack, here's Ann Coulter, author of Guilty: Liberal Victims and Their Assault on America, available now in paperback. And Andrew Breitbart, publisher of BigGovernment.com and Breitbart.com. And let me start with you. Political correctness, can't we all just get along? Gets people killed, does it not?
Yes, and that's why Democrats don't want us talking about their foreign policy. I mean, this is a major difference between the way the two parties approach foreign policy, as described in some detail in my book, Treason. Liberals think we can get the world to like us, and particularly with Obama, that was a big selling point mentioned about him when he was running. Since he's been president, he's running around the world apologizing for the U.S., allowing the Shah to come to power in Iran, for example, pulling missiles out of Europe to satisfy the Russians. He thinks he can have the same effect on America's enemies as he does on MSNBC hosts. And Republicans have been screaming from the rooftops, you can't force people to like you, but you can force them to fear you. And I think it's not a surprise that we've already had, in his first year in office, 3 terrorist attacks on U.S. soil.
Okay, more calls today for Janet Napolitano to step down as head of Homeland Security. This time, New Jersey State Senate President and acting Governor Richard Codey is calling on Napolitano to resign. Governor Codey joins me now by phone. Governor, thank you very much. You know,
my pleasure.
People first would say he must be a Republican if he's asking for the Secretary of Homeland Security to step down, but you're a Democrat, right?
I'm a proud Democrat and proud to have supported President Obama. But the safety of Americans and New Jerseyans shouldn't be a partisan issue in any way, shape, or form.